Y'all know what time it is. We got this beast put back together. Let's dig into this clutch and get the clutch kit put in and get the secondary spring put in. Let's see how it goes. When's the last time you sat in this beast? Months?
Yeah.
You probably haven't driven this since July in Kentucky?
No, I drove it after that. Didn't we when we went to the...
No, you didn't take it. We only had my...
ride out there to the brickyard.
Oh, we might have went to the brickyard, yeah. But that was still months and months ago.
Yeah.
So, what we did to this beast, clutch kit, 35-degree helix. We made it 64 inches wide with the 800EX arms and shocks. We have those ITP Hurricanes, which we've had. We got the Carnivores, which we've had. But you are about to take it for the first ride, and you got to go to work here soon.
Yeah.
So why don't you go take it for your ride,
Okay.
and then we'll talk about it. So you drove it for the first time in months. Would you buy another 500 trail?
No.
If it came like this, would you?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Why wouldn't you buy a 500 trail?
It's not stable like this feels.
They're not stable. They're tippy.
Tippy, very tippy.
Very tippy. They're just not a fun buggy.
No.
Now, It ain't got nothing to do with them being a 500. It's
No.
been very reliable.
Oh, I don't care about the 500.
It's the width, huh? It's the width.
Yep.
So, would you trade this in for an 800?
No,
No. And why wouldn't you?
because you did what you did to it.
Are you happy with the power that it puts out?
I am.
So, aside from it being a trail model, you're happy with the engine, you're happy with the longevity, you're happy with how good it's been to you. You've had this since 2018 or late 2017, actually. This is a mid 2017, but it's titled as a 2018. So, and you've barely really, you put some miles on it, but they weren't happy miles because of it felt like
the tippiness and everything of it. It was
yeah.
spin,
And you really always made me drive it when we went out.
Yeah.
But now I probably won't be able to.
I can't wait to go in the woods to see how this thing will do.
And then maybe we can get some John Hester shocks on it. What are you thinking there? Then it'll ride like mine.
Oh, yeah.
You wanting some doors like mine, or?
I don't know, because it'll take away from my pink.
It would, well.
But look at my pink. It's already coming off.
It is, but that's why I use the plastic dip, because whenever this is time to replace, we just grab this and it'll peel right off and I can redo it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Remember, that's why I said we went with plastic dip, so we could redo it, because we knew that would happen even with regular paint.
Exactly.
Regular paint, we'd have to sand it. We'd have to, that, you just grab it, peel it like a condom, and put another one on.
Yep.
Kind of like this pink door condom right there. So how did it ride on the road? I know it was in the road. A lot of people don't like that we ride the road, but would you tell the people that whenever I make decisions, they usually end up being right in the woods?
Yeah.
I might be testing it here on the road, but when we go out in the woods, it's dialed in, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
That's because we explained to them about the roads that we have here.
Yep.
They're just like riding the trails.
Oh, there's tons of potholes and everything.
Deep ones,
They're
too.
Horrible, yes.
And
Your whole tire would go into it.
Would you tell these people that I make it a point to hit those potholes because they simulate a really bad rutted out trail, and that's how I dial it in here at home?
Yep.
And then whenever I want my speed in comparison, I don't do that on the road. Wink, wink. I go to a private road for that. But, you know, and sometimes we tear up the yard. But overall, is it worth it?
Yeah.
Do you like the clutch kit?
I do.
How fast did you get it?
I'd probably say about 40.
40? 40?
I didn't want to go too fast.
Nope, but the RPM's a little bit higher, more in the power for you.
I really didn't pay attention.
You don't pay attention to that stuff, but I did. I took it for a ride, and I think that clutch is dialed right in with that Vate Varico clutch kit and the 35-degree helix with the stock spring clocked in the A1 position. Because remember, I clocked it in the A1 before. I left it in A1 thinking that it would be about perfect, and honestly, you could probably go a little bit more if you wanted to, but I find that A1 is plenty with that 35-degree helix, and you like it. That's cruising speed for you, and it'd probably easily do 50, 55, probably.
Well, the highest I've got it to is 60. So.
The highest you've got it to is 60, yeah. So, well, guys, that is going to conclude the video. They've been waiting. They've been waiting very patiently on you to get out here and ride that thing. So now I got to go put the clutch cover back on it. I'm not going to do that tonight. Well, guys, the 500EX is complete. You can see happy wife, happy life. If you need a clutch kit for your 500, Main Street Cycle has stage 1 kits. And listen, guys, I highly recommend, if you got bigger tires on your 500 like we do on 28s here, I highly recommend the 35-degree helix for this setup. It's dialed in very nicely. Now remember, it is a 500 trail. It's not a powerhouse, but like you heard the lady speak, it's a fun machine. It's just the riding quality of it. It's really stiff of a ride in its natural form, and it's real tippy. But guys, listen, if the bumpy ride doesn't bother you and you don't want to do everything that I did to turn this into an EX, you could go with some 2-inch wheel spacers. That'll pop you out. Them actually did quite a bit because we did it to hers. What did you think about the wheel spacers?
I mean, it helped.
It helped.
It did. It helped.
And we actually, after having the wheel spacers on it, we had it on some pretty nasty stuff.
Yeah, we did.
Whereas I've actually laid this thing on its lid 5 times when it was still only 50 inch. I kind of ride a little rough. I kind of ride a little hard, so I'm sure some of that was my fault. But there was a couple of times it wasn't my fault. Like when we was out at Renegade Ridge and we was just coming up a slight grade and it was a turn and we just slow-mo.
We went down.
But you know what? I was in send it mode that day and I turned 4-wheel diff lock on and I drove it out of there. We didn't tip it up. We didn't nothing. I drove it out of there on its side, didn't I?
Yep.
So it's been a great, and that was before we had doors.
Yeah.
We had the nets. So it's been a great ride. I highly recommend the 35-degree Helix. Stock spring, clocked into A1, or you could even leave it clocked in the B1. A1 is not much of a difference, but it does work. The 35-degree Helix is the key on this machine. So I found out through my testing process and that stage 1 kit, and make sure you put the shim in it. If it comes with a shim, make sure you put that shim in. And all right, guys, you can check out all your parts at mainstreetcycle.com. If you can't find what you're looking for there, send them over a text message. Let them know Redneck Garage sent you, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out and God bless. Hey, they said they want to see me send it. You know what I told them? I'm going to send it when we go to Mississippi for the CFMOTO takeover.
Yep.
If they want to see me send it, they're going to have to be there or be square.